Hi everyone, it's been a while since I made a video. I've had a couple of quite good weeks. I saw the doctor 2 weeks, well it'll be 2 weeks this Friday, and as usual he wasn't very helpful at all, and I asked to be reassessed again because of my worsening condition, but all he'd do was prescribe me with SSRI antidepressants. So I left not very happy, but I had remembered again about the effect that Clonazepam had on me before, but usually it was only quite short-lived, and then I would stop taking it, mainly because I would get people say all sorts of horror stories about using Clonazepam, and I think, well, perhaps I shouldn't take it. But anyhow, I started to take it again. I've been having all the time one 0.5 tablet in the morning, at night, to help me to sleep. But I started also to have half a tablet in the morning about 8 when I got up, and half a tablet about 2 in the afternoon, and then another half a tablet at 8 in the evening. And what I found was a dramatic change. My involuntary movements completely went. My spasm in my legs and my gait improved dramatically to normal, and would stay like that until towards the end of the 6-hour period, when things would start to deteriorate. Then I would take another tablet, and 40 minutes later or so, things were good again. At the moment, I've just been out and I had a longish walk, and I've been walking fine till I started coming back, because I've got to the end of my dose. So I'm making this video really to show the difference. The only problem with my second dose is it knocks me out for 2 hours in the afternoon usually, and I have found I've increased it to one whole 0.5 tablet. But I want to try to show you my gait as it is at the moment. I'm not sure how well, and then I'll finish later with me after I've had my tablet 40 minutes later. So bear with me, and I'm not sure how well, because this is quite difficult to get to capture on video. So here we go. So that's how it is. I'll try to make a video in about 40 minutes after the Clonazepam kicks in. Hi, it's been 45 minutes since I took my dose of Clonazepam. I had a 0.5 mg dose, and as you can see, it's made quite a bit of difference. For a start, I'm not jumping around. The droopiness in my eye has improved dramatically. I can move my fingers without any problems, whereas usually there's a lot of problems. My neck is not stiff like it normally is. The stiffness in my hips has gone. The stiffness in my legs have gone. Strange thing is that Clonazepam is supposed to make your thinking worse, but in fact what I find is that my ability to think is actually usually better, and the only thing I can explain it is that my brain sometimes feels as if it's working overtime, that it's just firing more than what it should do. And I guess it's the same with the muscles in my legs, which go into spasm, particularly when I'm moving and walking. So I'll just quickly give you a demonstration as best I possibly can of how my walking has improved in just the 45 minutes since I had this. As again, this isn't an easy thing. I've only got a small room, but I will try to demonstrate this the best that I can. So here we go. See, so no problems. I don't understand why. It has made me wonder a couple of things. I know that I've spoken before about whether it's a type of dystonia that I've got. The other thing that's been mentioned to me has been a condition called stiff person syndrome. But I do think it makes me doubt more and more the idea of it being ME because of this dramatic change. Stiff person syndrome is to do with an antibody to a substance called GAD, and it has an effect on GABA, which is a neurotransmitter which calms down the nervous system. And clonazepam is one of the things that can be used to calm down the nervous system. So I am wondering if that's what it might be. The only difference is that I haven't had any falls, and I know quite often people with stiff person syndrome have lots of falls and tend to fall like tin men. But my muscles do stiffen. I do have periods where I seem to, as if my whole body goes into spasm. I've never talked to you about the stiffness that I have in my back and in my neck, which is quite a regular feature of my illness. So that's my demonstration of the difference that the clonazepam has made. Now I should need to sleep for a little while because this does tend to have a sedating effect after a while. But I will be okay now, probably until 8 this evening or thereabouts, when the effect will start to wear off and I'll need to top it up again. I probably need to go and see the doctor again about this. Whether he'll take any notice or not, I don't know, as clonazepam is also used for anti-anxiety. And as you all know, I've been through this whole thing that it's psychogenic and all of this sort of nonsense. So whether he'll actually listen. If it's stiff person syndrome, there is a blood test that can be taken to prove whether it is or not, alongside an EMG, which shows whether the muscles are firing wrong. Stiff person syndrome is often misdiagnosed as being psychogenic, as is dystonia, of course. So it maybe open up a new area for me. But as I say, it is dramatic. I've walked miles, done lots of things, been able to play with my grandson, been able to kick a ball around. But it's just that over a period of time, I gradually stiffen up again, and it comes to a point where I'm struggling to walk, and I'm jumping about and doing all the other things. So it's short lasting. And the other thing is I found I've had to increase the dose. I'm allowed 1.5 mg a day, which the doctor had already prescribed years ago, but I never really took all of it, simply because it was knocking me out. But the way that I'm splitting it up seems to be working reasonably well. So I don't know what it shows, what it proves, but I think it's interesting anyhow. And I will no doubt speak to you soon. What would be wonderful is if this would have let me get back to work. That will have to wait and see. Bye for now.